Hello everyone, welcome back. It is time for a Project Pen Update Makeup Edition. I have a bunch of makeupy things that I've been trying to finish this year, so we do have a lot of things to go through, so let's get started right away. But first, of course, please subscribe because I do use up a lot of product on this channel. And jumping in straight away, for primer, I am using this sunblock from Yves Rocher. This is the Solaire Parfait, which I absolutely adore because it has a really nice scent, not like the usual typical sunblock scent, sunscreen scent. And it's not sticky and it's really fast absorbing, so this is totally my favorite sunblock ever. And I'm just using this on my face and my body throughout all of the summer. I have like this much left, basically half of the bottle. So I think I might finish this year though, before winter comes. But I will probably pick up more of this because this is absolutely my favorite sunscreen ever. Then for foundation, currently I'm using the Avon Serum Foundation. And I like this product, it's very nice, but the only problem that I have with it is that it's too light. I could probably just show you a little bit on the back of my hand. That is the color of it, and of course even compared to my hand it's just way too light. So what I'm doing recently is I'm going in with the Too Faced concealer that I have, the Born This Way concealer. This is the shade Porcelain. I could probably show you. And then what I would do is basically put a little bit of the Porcelain and then mix the two of them together, and that's just about a shade that's working for me for a summer base. For concealer, I'm also using this one, just to have a consistency on my face. But with it, I'm using the Miss Sporty Perfect to Last Camouflage Concealer, which is also very, very light, but together with the Too Faced is just about the right shade. So, of course, this is the Miss Sporty Concealer, of course, right there. It is very light, but I can make it work. And this is a huge thing. This is a huge product. I've been using this for months and months. And I'm just wondering, I really don't know if I will finish this year, honestly. For powder, I'm using one of my favorites ever, which is the Infallible from L'Oreal. The shade is Warm Vanilla. And of course, this is one of my favorite powders. Of course, it's kind of messy, but this is so smooth and so perfect. Of course, it's a powder. You will not be able to tell anything, but I absolutely adore this shade, and I think this is something that will probably last me for the rest of the year at this point. I think probably most of the rest of the year, and then I would need to repurchase because this powder is just beautiful. I have a Florence by Mila's Cream Blush, which I wanted to finish this year. This is the Zen Z shade. So this is what it looks like. You can probably tell that I've been into this for a little while. It's such a gorgeous shade, and the product, the feel, the texture is just really amazing. And look at the color, just so perfectly natural shade of blush. But actually lately I've been using my lip products to blush up my face as like a cream blush type of a product. So this one is taking a little bit of time, but honestly I love this so much. I really don't mind spending time on this. Bronzer is so exciting because it is the Maybelline City Bronzer, of course. And I can show you that I'm almost done with it. I only have the sides to scrape out actually, and then I will be done with this probably next week, I'm thinking. And it was a really nice shade. I liked the shade of this because it was really more like a pinky bronze than like a really strong bronzy brownie bronze, which is really too much for me. So it was a gorgeous shade, but somehow the texture, the formula just wasn't the best. I just didn't adore it, so I will not be buying any of these again, but yeah, it's soon gone. So the shade is nice. I really love this shade of this. The blush I'm currently using is from Trended Up. I've shown this in videos before. And this is a really cute corally peach, which is not my favorite shade of blush, but this with the gold flecks in it somehow works, especially for summer for me. Though I've been using this, I don't even know, from earlier on this year, probably March or something like that, and it's still taken a couple of more months to finish this. And this is the shade 015, so this is of course powder blush. And I have been using this in projects a little bit, but not as much as stuff last year. So of course it's taken a lot longer, because you see it's really, really bright in the pan, but on your hand or on your skin blended out, it's really natural of a color. It's more like a flush. Of course, I'm wearing everything today that I'm showing you, so gorgeous blush. Probably will be done with this September, October, I'm thinking. So I could start a new blush for fall. That's just so exciting. My highlighter is kind of like a project this year that I'm doing, because I started this highlighter on the 1st of January. Of course, a Vivid Baked highlighter from Revolution. And now it's coming apart because of course it does. The shade is Peach Lights, and of course it's really kind of worn and beaten up. But if you can tell, it was a dome and now it's not a dome anymore. So that's how far along I've gotten in this in the past like 6 or 7 months. So I just really am excited to hit pan in this. And then I'm really, really curious to see how long does it take to use this product. If you use it kind of every day, like every time I do my makeup, I use this. Of course, I'm wearing this today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. I mean, Revolution highlighters are amazing. So I'm just really excited to see what I will hit pan in this. Hopefully this year. That would be so amazing. I guess I could swatch this for you. Look at it on my finger. And then just, the shine is out of this world. Gorgeous. Brow product. I have a Kiko eyebrow pencil. I mean, I started this probably last month, so there is like not a huge progress. I could probably show you, yeah, that's where I am in this product. This is also very stiff, very waxy. It's fine. I like the color. The color is number one. But yeah, I have other like smaller ones that I prefer to this, so it's definitely something that I need to finish. And then if I'm finished with this, I only have one more brow pencil. The other one is from ColourPop. And then I'm basically done with brow pencils for a while at least, because I do have a pomade that I want to finish. And also probably I'll use eyeshadow. But it's really exciting that I'm almost done with all of my eyebrow pencils. And hopefully this year I could finish all of them. And then of course the clear brow gel, because I'm just in love with clear brow gels. This is Wet n Wild Mega Clear, and not my favorite, but I'm gonna finish it anyways. I think if you can tell that I've been really, really into this, probably this fall I would be able to finish. And then I have only one more thing, I think from Barry M, like a clear brow gel, and then I really, really want to try the NYX brow glue in the clear product. But I don't want to buy anything until I have stuff left in my drawer. So if I'm done with this and then the next one, I could buy the NYX, which is so exciting. Now eyeshadow. I'm using this single eyeshadow from Makeup Obsession. This is the shade called Mink. And I'm using this to basically set the eyelid. So this is the shade. I could swatch it, but it basically looks just like, you know, powder. It's nothing. It's just like my skin color. It's really nice. I hope to finish it this year, because I've only hit pan in this last month, and of course I'm like that much far along in this product, so hopefully I could finish it, because I want to finish a lot of these single thingies that I have. And then another single eyeshadow which I want to finish probably this fall is this one from NYX. This is the shade called Pixie. And this is basically your usual champagne-y beige, which is shiny. This is a shiny shade. So let me just show you the color. So this is it on my finger. And then I swatch it on my arm. And then the fun thing about this thing that it's nothing. And then as you rub it, it gets shinier. You see? The more you rub, the shinier the product gets. So this is really, really fun. Basically, I use this in the inner corner, brow bone, and then sometimes if I want to just zhuzh up a look, I would put this basically, I would just put this basically all over a different color. So hopefully I could finish this fall, because I want to finish my smaller eyeshadows. And currently I'm working on 2 eyeshadow palettes, this small one. I did finish the L'Oreal finally, but actually I still have its darkest shade in this pen, because it had a light shade just like this. And then I put the remainder of the dark shade in this one so that I could get rid of the palette itself. So of course this is the Gelata in Milano from a store. It feels like a never-ending palette also. I wanted to finish this one this year, but I just don't think that I'll be able to. I think I'll probably repot the pink shade, and then the lighter pink I'm using also inner corner, brow bone, you know, whenever I want to like lighten up different shades. And then this one, which is actually quite matching me today because it's purple, it's a cool toned purple. It's perfect for your under eyes. If I have a color that would need a little bit of darkness, smokiness, or something that has like yellow in it, is just setting off this purple, just setting off the lower lash so perfectly. So I usually use it on there, but I'm just not sure. And of course I use the dark shade to just smoke out some eye looks. I don't know if I could finish it this year. This is just taking me way longer than it should. And honestly, it's such a small thing. I just really don't get it. And also these shades, like this one, this pinky, these shades just last forever, for sure. And of course the matte, I did bring this one in, back into Project Pan. This is the Ultra Neutrals by Revolution. And I've been using this for a while, as you can tell, because it's missing a bunch of shades. And right now I'm using that shade. I'm kind of working on finishing that shade and then probably moving on to the next and probably this one. I want to finish this palette, if possible, next year. If not, then the one after. But this is definitely an eyeshadow palette that I want to use up all the way through. Wish me luck. This is the eyeliner that I've used today, so the L'Oreal Matte Signature. This is on its very last leg. And then when I say that, usually it kind of gets another lease of life in it for somewhere. But of course it's just a black liner, and now of course it's working really, really perfectly. But sometimes it doesn't, so I just don't know what's going on. But I think probably this month I could just retire this because it's old, I've used it a lot. And yeah, I think it would be high time. I have eye pencils. Well, this is technically an eyeshadow stick. So this is the Hero Stay from Trended Up. And this is a pencil that I use also in the inner corner and the brow bone, and then put the powders on top of it. So it's a gorgeous, like pearly, light pearly beige shade. And of course, this is where it was, and now it's here. So I used up, you know, that tiny bit of it. This is gonna last me for years. I'm not even lying to myself. This is basically just something fun that I'm using. I don't think I will be able to finish it within the next 5 years, but of course we'll see. And then eyeliner pencil is this one from NYX, Epic Liner, the Epic Wear Liner. And this is the shade Cosmic Yellow. Of course, I'm wearing this in the waterline, and a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow. Look at that. So fun. I don't think I finished this year, but I think because for fall, of course, I'm gonna go into some more like warms and browns and burgundies. So probably I'll get back to this next year, like for next summer, but at some point I'll finish this for sure. Mascara is Belle Hypoallergenic Mascara. Perfect, perfect. Probably this fall I will retire this because I've been using it for a couple of months, and the shelf life is usually 6 months, so I think that's gonna be up probably in October, we'll see. But such a perfect mascara, I love it. Now lippies. Lip liner is Trended Up Contour and Glide. I have only 2 of these left, this one, and then there is like a more purpley shade. This is more like a cherry red. Probably I could show you here. So that is the color, gorgeous, and I love this texture. And then if I'm done with all of these, I might want to pick up some liners from Trended Up because these are crazy good. But this is very old, so it really, really needs to be used up. And then the liquid lipstick, which I'm actually wearing right now, is this one from Essence. This is also a very old product, and this is something that will never get used up. I feel like this is something that's gonna last me forever. You can probably tell that there is a little bit of a light coming through, so I've been into this product for like the whole of summer and some of spring, and for like 4 months there is like hardly even a dent. I will show you the color because this is such a perfect rosy nude. Look at that, how gorgeous. I sometimes use this as blush because this is perfect for liquid blush, hence I'm not finishing my cream blush. Probably I could show you how much is left. I love it, but I kind of wish that I was done with this already because I want to move on to other things. But this is gorgeous, and I have another one of these products from Essence, the matte liquid gloss or liquid lipstick or whatever this is called. It's a matte gloss, I guess, which is a more pink shade, so probably that's gonna be a project for next year because these last forever. And then lipstick is Rival Loves Me. The shade is number 4. This is also an older product, but the great thing about this is that this is also perfect for blush, eyeshadow, and lipstick. Of course, I'm gonna show you the color. Look at how gorgeous, and of course, if you blend it out, it's just a perfect blush. Look at that. So I'm really excited to finish this one up, and just moving on to a more fall appropriate shades for next month. And then my setting spray is ColourPop Fresh. What is it called? ColourPop Pretty Fresh. But also when I'm going to work and I have something in my purse, that would be the Milani Fruit Fetish because it's smaller, so it's more compact and I can just carry this around in my makeup bag a lot easier. Of course, I have it here. So I have actually these 2 products and then one MAC Fix Plus, which is the rose scented, and then I have no more fixing sprays. I would really need to pick up more if these are gone. I think this could be done this year alongside this one, and then I would probably start the MAC, but actually I'm just done with all of my fixing sprays. I'm almost done with all of them. This is so exciting. So yeah, after this fall, I'll be like finished with all of my setting sprays. Amazing. And then I almost forgot lip gloss. This is Revolution. This is a lip topper actually. It was in a Christmas collection a couple of years ago. This shade is called Exquisite. And this is a gorgeous, I will probably put it on my lips like a frosty. Look at that. A frosty pinky gold, like rose gold, I feel like. This is cute, but also very old, so I will be glad when this is gone and I finished it all the way through. And now we're done, you guys. I hope you liked it. I hope it inspires you to finish your products. And then until the next update. Bye-bye.